Hey everyone, it's Barnhill from the Barnhill Golf Institute. Hey, thank you for joining me today. I've been getting a lot of questions about how should I start a fitness program, Coach Barnhill. I've never done anything fitness-wise. What would be the proper thing to do? And I tell you what, that's a commonly asked question. It's a very good question, and I'm going to go over it today. And I tell you what, I'm going to give you a formula, a plan to get started. It's nothing you need to rush into. You need to take your time with this. The mechanics are the key ingredient here, and I'm going to go over step by step how to do effective squats. But before we get going, please hit that like and subscribe button. Our channel has been growing a lot lately, and we appreciate all the comments and feedback we've been getting. So I'll tell you what, I look forward to helping you out with how to get your fitness program started. And we're going to go over how to squat correctly. It is the quintessential move to doing any fitness program. Anybody that tells you any different, then I would run. All right, so you got to make sure you understand how to do this, and you can do this at your home, whatever fitness level you're at. If you've never done anything, it doesn't matter. This is how you do it, all right? So I'm gonna show you how to squat. We're gonna start from the feet and work our way up. The feet should be right underneath our hips, our shoulders. The left foot should be like at 11 o'clock, the right foot at 1 o'clock, slightly flared open. Our knees should be right over our feet. They should not be in. And our weight's gonna be 50-50 on our feet. All right, here, we're gonna look from the side. Before we start the movement, I will take a deep breath in, like that, and get actively engaged before I do any squat. And then when I come up, I will actually release the air, okay? But that's important. Let's go ahead and get in that habit of, before I go down and squat, I gotta take a deep breath in, like that. Fill your lungs up, and what that does, it keeps your vertebrae very engaged, organized, so nothing's sloppy. That is so important. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how to do it. I'm gonna keep it simple. Got the feet out, knees out. Okay, I'm gonna cover the sun. This is really important because you keep your hands up. That means we don't want to go forward at all. If I keep them up the same angle as I go down, that means we've done it right. All right, so let's do this. Hands up, deep breath in. And then push up through the heels. So the weight stays in the heels the whole time, and you push up through the heels, okay? All right, let's do it again. Deep breath in, toes out, okay, knees out, cover the sun. And then push up through the heels, okay? All right, I know most of you at home are saying, Neil, I can't do that. All right, I get that. I couldn't do it either when I first started. To be honest with you, I just want to show you what the end goals should look like. I got a chair here for a reason, because this is where most of you need to start. All right, this chair here that you got inside, so I'm taking away all the excuses here. When you're getting up and down at night watching TV or whenever, use this chair to learn how to do techniques. So let's say we're going to sit down in a chair, got our feet out, knees out, cover, put my hands up high. I'm not looking parallel to the ground, I'm looking up a little bit. I'm going to just slightly go back in my heels and then sit down and keep engaged. And then push up. And sitting down like that will help you learn how to go in your heels and go hips back first, because so many people want to just go shoulders first like this, and they're on their toes, their knees go in. Let me tell you what, you keep doing that. And I've seen guys that do a lot of weight, back press, I mean, you know, back squats, the front squat, and it looks like that. You think I'm trying to be funny, but I'm not. I mean, I've seen all that, back rounded, all that, and a lot of them have ACL problems. Some of them have surgeries, ankle issues, back issues. It just doesn't bode well to do it that way. So I mean, and the cool thing is, if you learn how to do this correctly, people out there with cranky knees, or knees that they don't think they can ever do a squat, or ankles that hurting them, or their backs killing them, you need to do this. You need to start with a chair. You need to learn how to squat. It can rehabilitate cranky knees and lower back issues. So, you know, you need to know how to do this. So this is how you do it. The progression for, like, all right, maybe the following week, maybe do it 5-6 days like I just did there, and do 5 reps one day. Then the next day, 7 reps, then 10 reps, just slowly up it. All right, so the following week, all right, I'm feeling pretty good with this, Coach Barnhill. I want to go back. Okay, deep breath in, hips back, and then I just touch it. And up. I didn't sit down, I just touched it. So if somebody moved that chair on me, I didn't fall down, I was still engaged. That'd be the next step. All right, so it might be the 3rd, 4th weekend. Everybody's different. I know it's probably about third, fourth week for me. So now I got a ball here, and that's way down there. But the depth, the more depth we can get with a squat and keeping it in the heels and stay organized, man, it's just the bet. It's just so good for us health-wise. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna cover up the sun, feet are out, knees out, hips back first. I'm gonna go down and touch it, and then push up through the heels. Again, there, I didn't sit. I just touched it, I was still engaged. So the depth is my hips are below my knee crease for doing a correct squat. And the deeper we can get, the better. And you can see I wasn't going forward. Back's pretty engaged there. The deep breath helps with that. All right, so for me, I know when I started, man, my squat was terrible. I thought I knew something. I thought I was doing it right. And the guy let me know I was not doing it right. My knees were caving in, my weight was forward. He put a stick in front of my face when I went down, and I kept hitting it. And I got so upset, I was like, holy cow, I can't stop. I thought I was doing it right. I wasn't even close to doing it right. So he showed me the air squats, and I couldn't stop hitting the stick. So then he showed me front squats, and this is what I want to show you also. It helped me out personally. It's the same squat, the front squat, the back squat. All your squats you ever do, it's that technique. The feet are always going to be in the same spot, knees are going to be there, hips go back, you get organized. A squat is a squat. Now the hands are going to be different on front squat because we're going to have the hands, we're going to have this pipe, which eventually will be weight. It's going to be racked right there on our shoulders. Okay, for that to happen, our elbows are going to have to be up like this. Okay, so it's not going to be comfortable. It's hard for me to rack it with a pipe because there's no weight there hardly. But I'm going to show you the elbows. But what I was getting at with my personal story is it helped me because in the front squat, your elbows need to stay up the whole way. So when I was doing, I could see my elbows doing that, and it was letting me know when I was going forward, which was about halfway down, I would lean forward. So I just kept fighting for that, and that helped me with my air squat. So it's just an idea. You know, more tools you got in the bag, the better. And this is a great squat anyway. So put it up, feet are in the same spot, deep breath, and push up through the heels, okay? So the elbows should stay up the whole way. The depth is there. Okay, you know, it's not real pretty there, but that's how you should do it. And I could feel in my heels, my knees were out, and that's just another way to squat, and eventually it's going to lead into progressions of goblet squats. You can use that for dumbbells, you can use it for kettlebells, thrusters, wall balls where you throw a ball and then squat. But we got to get all these basic movements first before we can do all these different workouts once you get these movements with the squat. Last one is the back squat. Again, you should never put anything on your back until this is mastered. And before I go to that, I remember Coach Glassman, who is the founder and owner of CrossFit, he said, well, when is an air squat mastered? He simply said, whenever you can do an air squat, I think he said 18 times. I'm going to say 14 to 18. He said 18 reps. And what a Tabata is 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds rest for 8 rounds, which equals 3 minutes and 50 seconds. The clock goes continuously, but you say 3, 2, 1, go, and you're like 1, really seals, 2, 3, and you do, you know, if you can do 14 to 18, 10 seconds break, 20 seconds on, then you do the same reps for 8 rounds, and you don't lose your technique, you don't get sloppy with your knees going in, rounding to the back, and you can do it through 8 rounds. That's when he said, you have mastered air squat, and then you're ready for weight. I'll tell you what, I believe him. And after all these years, a decade later, he is so right. And I tell you what, you'll get sore doing that, but I tell you what, that's the procedure to go about doing this to know when you've done it right. And if you don't do it right, then you just take a little bit more time and you keep working the technique. It doesn't matter. As long as you get it, everybody has a different time frame. Okay, so let's go to the back squat. Hands will be out here. The bar eventually will be on your back. It's going to be the feet the same, knees the same, okay? My chest, you know, take a deep breath and keep my eyes not level, but up a little bit. Keeps your chest out, okay? So when you go back, you're going to be hips first, and then push up through the heels. So again, hips back, and then up, okay? So there's your squats. There's a idea how to start with a chair. Take your time with it. Hey, if there's any questions you have, any personal thing that you think might be bothering you in doing this squat correct, hey, shoot me an email or actually just comment below and I will answer it as soon as I get it. And I'll be glad to help you out as much as I can. And I tell you what, I look forward to helping you with your fitness program. We're going to have a couple more videos coming out on fitness, and what I do after the squats, I'm going to teach you some other unbelievable functional movements that will help you in your fitness program. So stay tuned, and for more great videos, blogs, and vlogs, please check out barnhillgolf.com.